Mm, wait. Wait, it should be working now? Just gotta go. Studio. How do I? Oh, wait. How do I? They're like. Okay. I don't. Ah. All right. First stream. Let me get things ready. Look at that. Trying to set things up. Don't know. Oh. Okay. Um. Sorry. Um. Getting everything set up here. Sorry. Keep tapping the mic. I don't know how to see my viewers currently. Is there a way to do that? Right now I'm streaming through on Twitch and YouTube. Should be working. Hopefully. I see Twitch is working. Let's just open up YouTube. Maybe we just go to the channel. Yeah, there it is. I'll just, I guess, mute it. You can see that. Okay. Well, everything looks like it's working. I need to set up my stream dashboard over here. It's right now I have no idea how many people are watching. So, you know, feel like that sometimes. Filters? No, I don't know. Anyways, okay. Grading up. So I left in the title, but today I'm starting a new project. Gonna be remaking, I guess making, kind of remaking, but Castle Crashers 2. That's the plan for today, at least. We got blank project, whole lot of opportunity. I think I've been making a lot of 3D games recently. So going to a 2D game is going to be a little interesting, especially because I'm not good at 2D art, but we'll worry about that later. Maybe we can find some assets or something that'll help us. I know there's the whole new asset store for Godot. I haven't really looked into it too much. But I know you can just like, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but first of all, let's bring up the notepad. Let's get down, let's jot down steps. God dang. Handwriting is awful. So for this stream, I don't expect anybody to be in the stream, but hopefully I have some like this, having this later on. Maybe somebody was rewatching it. They come on to this point. But here's the steps for today. I feel like I should have thought this out a little bit too much, but is there? Okay, whatever. Steps. Basic movement. Blank there for a second. We gotta get some basic movement in the game. Trying to mimic kind of how the Castle Crasher style is. Oh god. Oh god. So if we look at some Castle Crashers. Gameplay, god dang, I'm struggling to type. Full game. What the heck? This guy beat the game in 3 hours. Oh god. I forgot what it's like not having YouTube Premium. You should watch this ad. Whoa, no free ads here. Okay. Alright, so it's looking like this is kind of what I want to this is kind of what I want to make. Like background. You can move up and down. Have a light attack, maybe heavy attack, maybe some knockback. Something that kind of mimics like this style of game. I don't know how far we're gonna get. Hopefully get the movement done. Doubt we get to some art today, but I don't want to take too long on this project because it's just a small little project, but something like that. So basic movement, basic enemy. We need the enemies in the game. Basic enemy. Ignore my awful handwriting. It's hard writing with a mouse. Okay. And then what else should we? Basic movement, basic enemy. That's might take up our whole time. Maybe get a basic level. Basic level. Ooh, you know what I should do? Oh yeah. Let's get a little timer on the screen for you guys. Is there a way to add this to the screen? Okay. In a minute. Add it here too. All right, we got a timer. Move the timer down right below here. All right. I don't know any of the key shortcuts of starting the timer and stopping the timer, or how to continue it to the next stream. But right now we get a timer. All right, basic movement, basic enemy, basic level, and maybe art. This is our game plan right here. All right. Good to start with the 2D. Gotta think about how I want to do this. Create a folder, player folder, enemies. Levels. And then we'll get some sound effects. Sprites. Really, the sprite should be dictating on the player with sprites. Keep it like that for right now. Throw the good to do icon in there. All right. Oh god. Check. Let's freaking. Give me a sec. Let's get something that's good. Invite some people. Oh yeah. All right. Start with a new 2D scene. Actually, no. Don't start with that. Character. Body 2D. Be the player. Need a collision shape 2D. It's been so long since I've worked in 2D that I don't know how this is gonna go, but get this up. Circle. Oh god. Look at that. Gonna mesh. It's gonna be circle. Oh, mesh instance 2D. Wait, what the heck? Why is it a mesh instance 2D? Is that 3D mesh? No. Okay. I should move my. That's not a good. I'll go here. I think that left side gets used a decent bit. All right, this is our player. We'll get maybe a basic world going. Just a playground. What I like to do in most of my games is make like a basic world as like a playground world. So we'll do collision shape 2D. How do I think I'm so rusty in 2D. That's what it's all about. Yo! Aw, shucks. He's here. He made it. If you missed it, beginning of the stream, I got a 4-part plan of what we're gonna do today. Got some basic movement, a basic enemy, basic level, maybe some art if we get there. But I'm trying to wrap my head around 2D again because I've been in 3D for so long that it might be a little struggle here in the beginning as we try to remember everything, but trying to. Do we want to do a tile map? I don't think so. No, I think having a collision shape. Yeah. Rectangle. The beginning of the screen. There. So from here to here. Oh, let's get our. You know what we should do? Oh. Get this guy. We get the proportions from here. Let's get this. Yeah. Can't wait to play it. Oh yeah. Hopefully it'll be. I don't want to take too long on it because I don't think it needs to be polished. I don't like it's not. I mean, it's gonna be. I think I want to release it with like my own art and stuff. So it's like, but so it's like distinct, you know. But it doesn't need to be too polished. So. All right, looks like actually. Honestly, that goes down to the bottom. We have a collision shape here. And then I guess it could be okay. And then gotta make it unique. Okay. We go in here because right now it's so if I scale this at the same time I scale the other one, it gets confused because it's referencing the same rectangle as I used here. If I go here, okay, I think I just gotta make unique. Right? Yeah, there it is. All right. Okay, so we want to be able to run here, but also jump. How do we do that? Oh God. Because that's the runnable space. So do we lock the player on where it can move? But when it jumps, oh, I already have an output there. No. Nothing. Derived nodes. We need a body 2D. I don't know if having a collision here is the best. I think we have to like manually lock the player movement, and having a jump moves you up, moves the player physically up. It's a lot more difficult than I thought. All right, well, let's get to it. New script, player, controller. god. Put this in player script. So it's got basic movement. So we add a camera. Oh god. Save the player scene to the player. Honestly, we don't. Well, we don't need fit or like gravity. Theoretically, we can zero that out. Maybe not get rid of it yet. Because we're gonna have to make like we can't. There's no floor, technically. So we don't really need that because there's no floor. All right, let's just see. Save this game into level test, classic test. Okay. Classic test. All right, we'll load this. Obviously, we need to add the player to the scene because that would be. And eventually, we'll. I mean, right now, the camera's locked to the player, but eventually, we can have it so it's not locked. Okay. Well, first things we gotta do because right now it's has the axis left and right. I feel like I need to just redo this whole thing. Input here. No. Up. So we'll get the player input. Yo, Super Hogan. What up? Right now we're right in the beginning of the making of the game, but there's not much to look at right now. Just the ball. But soon the ball will be more. Let's go left. Should distinct that a lot better than that, but directions okay. Direction input. The problem is the default player 2D character 2D script. It's not kind of what we want here. Let's go in here, we'll add some inputs. Should really have named them a lot better than just up, but so this is how we're doing it. Down, add that. Left and right. Are you making this game 2D or 3D? I'm making this 2D because I'm trying to remake. I don't know if you've ever played. I mean, it's kind of an old game nowadays. If you ever played Castle Crashers, it was released. Let's see. Castle Crashers release date. 2000. Oh god. 2008. Oh god. Nobody's gonna know this game. Basically, it was massive. 2019 remastered it. PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's kind of lit. How many copies though? Does it say here? 2 million copies sold. Oh, okay. Okay, you heard of it? All right. Ungstead is for real. Yeah, no, I didn't. 2008. Oh god. Let's not think about that too much. All right, so yeah, basically we're in the beginning. Played it on PS3. Okay, okay. What did I play it on? I'm drawing a blank. Xbox 360. Yeah, seems right. God dang. So we're just in the beginning. I'm writing the script. I'm having this. So we're having this issue. So like, this is the border you can run, but you can jump. So we can't have like a physical border here as like a collision box. PS4 now, peace feed. Yeah, I saw it was on Steam. I was low key thinking like, what if I re-download it and play it? Then I was like, wait, I could just build the second version, and it'll be probably not as good, but it'll have a little touch of something that maybe the first one doesn't have. So, so yeah, we gotta figure this out. So, all right, let's test this scene. Okay, yeah. What happened? Does not have a. Oh god, I'm missing something. Had a new DLC last year. Yo, really? I think I mean, I was looking up this game because I was like, is this still like? Is there a second version? Because I was like, no way that had such a popular game. Oh yeah, I did see this. Released August 2025. Yo, so they're still putting out updates here. Well, like, so we gotta beat them to the second version because they're gonna be running out of DLC soon. So I fully changed this and realized that is actually uh uh is it I maybe have to play the new DLC because I haven't played that one. I haven't played it since years. I don't even know where my Xbox 360 is anymore. Um okay, we gotta the first Google because I can't remember. It's been so long. I know how to do 3D. Godot. 2D movement. Get vector. Okay, so I did get that right. Oh, it's just. Oh. Okay, let's try this now. Oh. Is this still an X? No, what's wrong? Float cannot be assigned to vector 2. Okay, well, we'll just worry about this right now, which means I think we're just going to keep moving forever. Okay, somehow I have this so backwards, but it's fine. Left. Right. Why is it like it doesn't make sense why it's so backwards? I do this every time. Up, down, left, right. All right. And then while we're not pressing this, move towards speed dot. No. Here. Oh yeah. Here's what we got. 0. Looking to be assigned speed. No. Vector 2, 300. Like that? Float. Oh, this is a float. This is a vector 2. Okay. Wait. I'm missing something. Type value float cannot be a side of type value vector 2. Oh, this is a vector 2 now. Because input. Oh god. Get input returns. This is what we do. Lookup symbol. Yeah, returns a vector 2. Give vector 2. Okay, whatever. We're just vector 2 dot 0. All right, let's get some. All right, so now we got some movement. But really, I don't think the camera should follow the player. I think the camera should be in the scene and separate from the player in general. We might need to move it for our game. All right, where's our guy? All right, there it is. All right, so there's a guy. Kind of slow. Also, kind of a small guy at the start of a game. We're moving up and down, so we need to figure out, clamp ourselves. Oh god. Player. Move it. Also, scale this guy up because Jesus. Boy is tiny. What do I do? Radius 20. Okay. No, that's not how it works. Okay. I'll do more. All right. So it's a little bit bigger. There's a guy. So, global. How do we? I gotta somehow put this in the center. How do I? Everything goes the center here. So there's our game. So if we zero out our player position, they're in the middle. Take our player. Move them down. Kind of large, 30 pixels. So we'll lock them at height of 30. So global position can never be. Okay, okay. We'll do some pseudocode. Before we move, global position, Y position. Is that? Does that move down? Yeah, I don't know why it's opposite. See, like, this doesn't make any sense. Why does negative go up? How does it go down? There's something I'm missing, but I haven't worked in 3D or 2D in so long. All right, so it can't be a height of 30, and then it has to be higher, greater than a height of, say, 310. 30 and 310. It can be less than 310, but greater than 30. The global position back. Can we just fully just global position dot equals global position dot plan? Vector 2. Oh god. We don't need to do vector 2. We can do dot y dot clamp. We don't want to clamp that. Shoot. I don't know if clamp is the best thing to do here. If dot y is greater than 30, no, less than 30, then global position equals 30. Dot y. Something like that. Kind of a awful way to do it, but else if get the global position at y is less than 310 equals 310 dot y. Seems like an awful way. So basically, if our position is at the top, set it equal. That's not a good way to do it. Because yeah, we won't. Yeah. I think because I'm not technically in the border yet, so it's being all weird. I mean, we're like, okay. There's something real wrong about this. Going up is fine. Why would I go down? Hit it. Speed. Or before we get no, yeah, after. All right, I have a better idea. Sorry. If we're greater than less than, basically we want to make sure if we're like at that 30, we can't move up anymore. We mess it with this velocity equals a vector 2 of x and y. So basically, we don't want to worry about the x position, but then the y position is 0. Oh. No, that's not it. Oh. And velocity dot y is greater than 0. Because if it's greater than 0, then we're moving up, right? Is that how that works? I kind of like that, though. I don't know why. No, I could be cooking here, boys. So then, and velocity is less than 0. Or greater than. Okay. Why am I moving down? Can you make your own character now with the new DLC? Oh, you can make your own character now with the new DLC. Wait, what? Wait, that's basically what I'm doing now, man. Oh god. They're catching up. Why am I moving down? Where is this in my code? Uh, so when we freaking take this, we go to our good old friend. I don't want to do it, man. Get Claude. No, you know what to do. Ugh. I'm out of my league here. All right. ChatGPT help. Okay, there's our code. Let's tell it. I want to clamp my player between 30 and 310. But I still want to jump, which will mark and then back down so I don't want a hard border. I don't know if this means it. This has anything to do with anything. Well, first of all, yeah, wait. What if I just... Because I did get this backwards. Okay. No, that fully didn't work. Stop and all. Yeah, what I'm doing is not correct. Only clamp horizontal. I want to prevent the player from walking past the bounds and still allow jumper and separate movement input into your jump physics. From your jump physics. So that's what I've got. Oh wait. Horizontal movement. For platform, you only let input control velocity and all gravity and jumping do. Clamp only when not jumping. I don't think it understands. Oh wait, hold up. This could be the function. Oh yeah. It's not. This will just clamp me. Why is it moving down? Did I do something wrong? Oh, I did something. I messed up with something. Because now nothing's working. Slide on ceiling? Wait. Oh my god. Give me a second. Ugh. This is why we're here. We figure out why am I moving down. That doesn't make sense. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, why don't we have jump velocity? Is that why? Something we messed up. I don't get it. Set scale. Set up direction. Set slide on ceiling. Is that what I did? Oh, because is the rigid body moving? Is that why? Oh, because the rigid I'm an idiot. The rigid body was moving downwards. Uh, all right. Wait, so I literally could have had it here there for a second. Wait a minute. Wait, let's go back. This is the thing they don't tell you, man, until you delete all your code. Oh god. All right, no, but luckily you got that code. All right, grab this guy back. What an awful way to do this. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Yo, I might have cooked here. Okay. All right. We got movement. So if we want to jump, we got to move up and then move down at the same speed. So we got the jump. Okay. UI accept. Do a jump. We're not going to be on any floor, so we don't have to worry about being on the floor. But we need a jump. Jump check. Because once we move down, once we jump, we have to wait till we land. Which we could just do a set timer. But what about that? We got a project at jump. How is this gonna? Okay. I think this is what ChatGPT was telling me that my how does um we add the velocity equals jump velocity. Jump velocity is a negative number. Okay. Wait a minute. Slowly. Why is it's literally nothing? Okay. I mean, I did make this very big because 2,500 jump. So really we need to do this after. Um, Give me a second. The cat is yelling. Okay. Um, so hard because the um what else is that? All right, let's see. It's basically the same thing. Do one. It's because there's no input direction. This is just 0. Gotta add friction. While, no, if, now we add this, but we do. Okay, we got some like dynamic movement. All right, we gotta just go. Move. Player's depth watch be constrained. But the jump shouldn't affect that depth. The important part is that jump is not the same y-axis. There's two vertical values, jump y and the jump height is individual value. Um. Um. All right, let's see. Ground position, goal position. Draws the player. Plus jump height. Oh, and the jump height is completely separate. Oh. So it literally calculates. Okay, that makes sense. For the very end here, the velocity. It's not doing movement. It's literally doing drawing the character. Like it's not using the move and slide. So there's no like actual velocity being doing here. Okay. Alright, we'll just copy this. Okay. What kind of music is we Party? I've never heard this song before in my life. Alright. It's just that easy. So it's not using the move and slide, which is interesting. So what we want to do is we want to make it a little more smoother. So this is clamping. Where it's setting at 0. Jump height equals 0, jump velocity equals 0. Where is if input speed times delta? It doesn't feel good. Increase the speed. Okay. What are we thinking? Okay. Add this attack here. We'll add a mesh instance. This is just for quad. We also need to flip the character when we're moving the opposite way. Right now we're just moving. We go here. Function. I think we could just do it in the physics function. If if speed greater than 0. Basically, in order to flip the character, go over here to this. I think you could just flip it. I think there's a way to do that, but I don't know how to do that. You can basically do scale to negative. Am I tweaking? Yeah. The scale to -1 of Node 3D or Node 2D. Scale equals vector 2 -1. And it might be the opposite. We don't know yet. It is the opposite. And I think we don't want it to reset, so we have to fully put this. Let's go to our test scene. Okay. Oh, look at that. All right, now color this. Modulate. Color red, because that's going to be our hit area. When that boy pops up, attack sprite. Basically, I mean, this is going to be replaced with a different sprite, and that sprite will have an animation attached. And if we attack, call. Doing the worst thing is to make everything in one script, but I'm kind of rusty, so I actually feel like, okay. Attack. It's so rusty. Look at that. Alright, so I got the attack sprite. Attack SP divisible equals true. Then get tree dot time create timer. What's the freaking? I always forget it. Oh wait, get tree create timer. And when that time's out, it continues. So 1 second. It's probably going to be more like half a second. Did you hear that? Like the music was loud. All right, and then make it not visible. All right. What? Oh, it's already. And we're not call. We can't. We don't have a call attack. All right. So then we go function input if event that equals is action is But that is God. As I'm assigning it. Oh, this has hit the intended target audience. Lane Hogan, welcome. Let me catch you up to speed. So far, we're creating Castle Crashers. That's the title. This is kind of my reference video, but we're pretty, I mean, as you see, we're about 56 minutes in. I ignore the background. The background will change. I will hopefully, make my own art for this, but so we're still working on the movement scripts right now, which if event how's this now? How did I mess this up? If input dot is action just pressed attack. I feel like I don't need. I think I do. Is it that? Add an attack. Do mouse click. Okay, yeah. It is. Okay. We don't have a timer. So actually what we should do is we're gonna have a light and a heavy attack, because that's what they have in Castle Crashers. We're gonna have a light attack. And it's gonna have a different cooldown. We gotta rename this. We'll have a heavy attack add, and this will be right click. Which eventually actually I should have a controller support, because like the game is intended for controller, but okay, we're almost to an hour. We need to show meaningful progress. Light attack. Okay. So then we have can attack check equals false. If it's the input in can attack. And then after this, can attack equals false. Okay. And then can attack equals true. And eventually we'll have to where can attack should default to true, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're so right. Yeah. Hey, good catch there, Lane. All right. So true. Can attack. Okay. I want to have like. Okay. You can't spam it. We'll have that. And then attack. Okay, we might have to change. Should have done this all in the beginning. It's going to be our light attack sprite, and we're going to do this. We're going to really just copy this in place. Not copy. And then change this to heavy attack sprite, which will have a modulate. We'll do blue. Means you can remove line 60. Well, we have to go back to can attack, because we set it false here. It performs the attack, and then set it true, you can attack again. because it won't automatically. This is like this sets it true once once the game is loaded. This sets it true. Then we set it false here once we perform an attack, and once this attack is over, it has back to true. So it's basically it. I mean, once this timer times out, sets it invisible and can't attack. And then so basically, for heavy attack, it's the same thing, except timer's a little bit longer. Can't attack. Oh, still true. But attack sprite is going to be completely different with SP2. And it's the heavy attack sprite, and then change these to 2, 2. Light attack will only get called once in this case. It should be, well, it should be, because we set it true, and if it's true, can attack, and then it'll turn it false. Oh, you're so right. This should be, I mean, I don't know, I think it's because it was timeout, but it should do false, then perform light attack, and light attack will turn it back to true. Yeah, there was a bug in there. Light attack should set it to false inside and then afterwards set it to true. Yeah, you're right. We should have this internal. Set it to false. Set it to false. Then set this to heavy attack. And then we need to add another. Oh wait, we have it. Should have it set up. That also works. Sometimes I have the most weird looking code, so bear with me. Sometimes, hey, it gets the job done. Sometimes. All right, let's see here. Perform a light attack. We perform a heavy attack. Okay. All right, I skipped an hour, but an hour in, this is our progress. We got a guy who can jump. Not really. We can attack. We can heavy attack. Maybe just clean it up later once the system works. Yeah, that's normally what I like. I'm always like, oh, I'll figure, I'll clean it up, and then the script becomes 1,000 lines of code, and I'm like sitting there trying to get it to work. I think right now, I think this is a simple enough game that having everything in one script won't be too bad. Because I've had games where normally I work in 3D, so I'll have games where I'll have so many, like I'll have one script that's like 2,000 lines of code. And so then when I need to go check something, I'll go and like skim through this 2,000 lines of code where you could just like separate everything in like nodes. Which is really what I should do. Like go into my player node, add just like a regular node 3D and like main it and have like attach my movement script to this movement node. And then like attach like attacking scripts to this and all that. But I think for right now, I'm just gonna have it all in one thing because I haven't worked in 2D in a while. Professional careers taught me to not do that. Professional career taught not to make it all in one line of one script or to make it not in multiple scripts. We're doing one script here, but I feel like the correct way to do multiple is to do multiple scripts. But I made a Clash Royale remake game, or like if Clash Royale was a hero shooter game, and I messed up and had multi-script equals good, one script not so great. Okay. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I made a Clash Royale remake game. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me give you the behind the scenes of how awfully this went. It was rough. Let's see, where is it? I think it's this guy right here. Okay. Whatever works for your workflow is what matters. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes if I'm not making a big enough game, I feel like it should be fine. All right, let me. This is my Clash Royale, if Clash Royale was a hero shooter game. And let me go down here into the bomber. Let me up the scene. Got the bomber scene. There he is. Yeah, I 3D modeled it myself. Looks a little jank, but literally this script is 1,000+ lines of code, and there's not really any other scripts. And let me tell you, it was a pain. And I rewrote the movement script for each character. And yeah, no, it was rough. It was rough. All right. Hour and 6 minutes in. We got movement. We got attacking. We should add a attack. No. Area 2D node with the collision shape 2D. And this will basically be I was pleasantly surprised with the asset quality, but I do fear the script gave me heartburn. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's don't look at that script. That was like I was making a video on and it was within the span of like a couple months going in adding some code, but mainly just to get like a new character in there just so I could make a video on it. And yeah, no, it got a little messy. A little messy in the end there. All right. It's no. All right, so we have all right, I don't have any exported variables here. That's really what I should do. Speed. Oh, that's a const. Can't export speed. Okay, we'll do. You know what? I'm gonna take my own advice. Well, the hurt box is gonna be its own script. Hurt box. All right, so basically, we click attack. It calls this script on, let's say, get enemies in area, apply damage, apply knockback, and then add enemies to a list. See, we don't hit them twice. So basically, hit, I guess. So this is hold. So basically, when we hit, it adds them to this list. So if I'm still attacking, it won't hit them again. Get enemies in area. We'll do signals on area entered. Add this body, no, hit that pen. Area. I should do on area entered or on body entered. Probably body entered because that's what, you know what, I actually did that wrong. Because character body 3D, which is what we'll be using for the enemies is this. Data append. Body. We get enemies in the area. Apply damage. This is... Oh, God. Do we remove them? If they're not in the area anymore? No. Monitoring. Okay. We'll do a little test. Print is in area. I'm a big print debugger. So anytime I have something, I put a bunch of print statements in there, which works sometimes. All right, we'll do a test. Character body 3D, collision, shape 2D, mesh instance. Where's this guy? Oh wait, we need to scale these guys up. Circle. Circle. I'm just gonna scale these guys. Oh God. Don't worry about it. All right. So now we gotta. Come on. So when we run this test, area enters, it doesn't print anything. Oh, brother. Bro, this playlist has like the most varied volume. Unbodied enter should print. It's hurt box. We'll do. Okay. Oh God. Wrong one. Oh God. Back to this. On area entered. We'll do this. Area. Just to distinguish. This one I. Okay. Because I literally turned it off. Okay. All right, so it is body. I had it right the first time. So okay, that actually helps. So we can mess with that monitoring variable. So when I'm turning monitoring on, it appends this guy. So this is trying to be a fleshed out remake or just a demo scene with some similar mechanics. Well, the thing, I mean, it has taken me about an hour, but I want to try to make something that looks like the game. So it's like maybe we get some people that are like, oh, is this the second version or this you know Clash Castle Crashers 2 or something like that. But just as like a fun gimmick game that, you know, and to kind of show the process of doing stuff like that, but kind of in the, I guess, in the middle to answer your question. It's not going to be fleshed out, but I feel like I wanted to have it more than a demo. Make it a full game, but a little jank in it, you know. Okay. Well, we don't have the player yet, so we can't apply damage. We can't apply knockback. We can just get enemies in the area. And we apply damage to all the enemies. So really, the next step is to make the enemy script, right? Character body 2D. Enemies. Like all of a sudden, this song is getting loud. Alright, so we get our enemy script. Add a collision shape. Add a mesh instance. And we'll make it the same size as our guy right now. What is our guy right now? 40 and 80. Okay. And then right now. All right, there's our enemy. So we'll go to our script, enemy, controller. Get to put in the folder. Okay, so this isn't going to take any, no jump, or no, I don't think the enemies, do the enemies jump in Castle Crash? I guess it depends on the enemy. We're going to making a basic enemy right now. We don't need to get any access, we don't need to get any, look, we don't need to do anything now. Only thing we need to do is get unready, or we need to get the character's direction. I'll save this again. Player. Yeah. So how do we get node? No. How do I find a node in the scene? I've been playing so many multiplayer, or making so many multiplayer games. The enemy AI is a, you know what we'll do though? Be smart here. Movement, script, state. state machine script. And then attack. The movement is basically going to be in charge of finding the player, getting the direction, getting the velocity, and then this is just going to grab that velocity and set it to the velocity. So we go here, new script, enemy. Oh, I'm kind of schmoving now. Enemy movement. Enemy movement is going to have a variable of gonna have a move velocity, and then an enemy controller. We gotta get a call to that node. Movement. And then velocity equals movement handler dot. Boom, so now it's all in different scripts. Yo. Which we don't have yet, but we'll get that eventually. I guess might as well find the player, because you might need the player for different things. But so how do we find a player? Find player node. Using Adobe groups. Get first node in group. See, that's the script I need. Player equals, and then go here, go to group, global group. I don't need a description. Velocity movement handle, move velocity. So we get the player, and then we can assign that to our movement script. So movement script, our player. This will be player, movement. Okay. Then we have a new variable, look direction equals player dot global position minus roots. Oh, we need the root. I guess self would be Well, it's just a node. It doesn't have a global position. So that'll give us a AI viewers streamboo.com. Oh. Okay. So that'll get us something like 100, 200 vector. And that is how do we normalize that? I guess we could just do move velocity dot x equals 1 if look there dot x. Look direction is going to be a vector 2 equals greater than 0. I don't know how I messed that up so bad. X. Less than 0. Move velocity. 1. Like, this is definitely not the right way to do it, but here we are. Else, which I don't think it ever will be. I mean, we actually, it's just gonna run into our player, so it's not gonna move to the direction. So really, we want to move to the player. But if it's within its, it'll move down. Actually, honestly, not even 2-0. What if we have like a little buffer for the x at least? Because the y has to be exact. We'll just add this. Use these to y's. I don't really need a buffer. Okay. No. No way this works. Alright, let's throw this in here. It's moving. But we gotta multiply it by speed. Velocity equals velocity times speed times, what did we multiply it by delta? I don't know. It's already. How do I? I set my keybind to muting. Or not. Why was it opening a folder? Oh, if I hit that keybind, it opens the folder for Godot. What are you gonna do? All right, this should work, right? Oh, no. Speed. Oh! What? I didn't know I was moving it. Okay. First of all, Jesus Christ, is that man fast? 1050. What are we doing? 133? All right. Okay, add a little bit more of a buffer. Controller. 80. Okay, nope. What? What? No! I mean, okay, I should add a little bit of a buffer to the Y. Like a 10. Or a 10. It's, I mean, it's working, but it should also not work. Wait. Okay, we gotta fix some things here. We don't need this guy no more. It's too fast. There's something I'm missing here. I don't know. Like, what is it? No. One of his is supposed to be negative. I guess a 20 buffer. Okay. It might be too much of a buffer, low-key. Yo, that's looking actually pretty good. Okay. There we go. We got a little guy moving. Hey, you don't need to move that slow. Let's beef him up a little bit. All right, that's too fast. All right, let's do like 100. Okay, he's a little too close. Wait, let's fix that. Do 100. Okay, so now should stop. Should really perform an attack. Let's hide the shouldn't be able to collide though. What song is this? Like, where is this from? Yoshi's Fruit Cart, Night Melody. Why does it bang though? Why is it so long? What the? I think they this forgot to that's fine. All right. So we made the guy. Let's bring back our basic movement. Check. Basic enemy. I mean, I would say pretty basic. Basic level. Okay, well, to do a lot of that, we gotta add the ability to deal damage. So we gotta have a new controller. This boy's got. Alright. Get a health variable. They're equal to 100. Take damage. I don't know if we need it. It takes damage and a direction. So we want to add a little knockback. So it's going to take damage. It's going to take a little bit of knockback. Health minus equal damage. I mean, that's pretty simple. So now we can go in here. Well, first, run this in the physics process. Less than or equal to 0. Q free, which basically means it just gets rid of it. Alright, so basically, now if health drops below 0, deletes them. Go back to our player, who has everything right here. Go back to the hurt box. On. Take. Deal. Damage. Why am I typing this so weird? Deal damage. What? We'll bring it to the beginning. Those songs are good. We'll have a little damage variable right here. But it's going to be in the main player script. Because why would I have damage outside of it? Export variable damage equals. Do like 20. So that's just damage for the light attack. Yeah. We'll do an export variable of heavy molt. So basically, once the heavy attack is, it'll apply this multiplier, which is just 20% more, basically. We need to call a reference. Here's our reference to our hurt box. This game. So we got a reference to our hurt box. So basically, really shouldn't. I have it on two different attacks, light and heavy, but I really shouldn't. I really don't need that. apply which is basically it's the hurt box dot and then hurt box. I don't need that. I need the ready function. Func deal. Basically deal damage. This damage, make it monitorable, which right now it is false. So we do monitorable, monitoring equals true. Then everything enters and it deals damage. And then instantly we can turn it false. We have like a buffer. I will have a little buffer. I think it'll be worth it. Deal. Which means we gotta get this guy. I mean, really, we should monitor. A lot complicated. So we basically we wait. We're gonna wait it. So damage. Time. Heavy. Bolts. So the time is gonna be the time here. Damage is going to be damage, but if the damage equals damage times the multiplier. And once it's done, monitoring equals false. So this is when we deal damage, which takes it. Okay, so now here, apply damage. Well, I guess we don't even really need to do this. We can just get this one specifically. Deal damage. If it's here, it's 0.5. Heavy molt. Here's the same thing, except this is going to be 1. This is 0.2. Okay. Now we check. Player can't take any damage right now, but at least the enemy controller can. So now we check the hurt box. Deal damage. I don't even think we need to deal damage. We just need the monitor. Oh, God. Because it's all going to do it in on-body enter. Everything's going to be enter the body. Which really, we don't need this append. Unless we're going to hit it twice. I'll get rid of it for a second. The damage, so variable damage final. Don't need this deal damage, but then if body that has method basically is if it has this take damage method, then body.take damage Damage final. That we don't have a direction, so we'll just do whatever direction. Just positive in the X direction. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, so now uh velocity. Oh god. Times plus direction times a multiplier. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see though. No, because it immediately goes to um uh print print the velocity. It's when ChatGPT goes crazy with it. All right, we're running up about to the end here. Let's see if we can get this done. Okay. Um. Oh. There are times normalize. Uh. Uh. It doesn't know my whole script. That's why. Okay. Okay. Add a knockback. Knockback. Hurt box. Variable. Knockback. Knock. Back. The player, depending on here, light attack 500, heavy attack though 1000. Okay. All right, this is the final. Whoa, wait, pause. Whatever. The final version of the game. Wait, let me get rid of visible collisions here. Final version of the game for right now. I got an enemy. He jumps around. Okay, something's wrong here. Knockback. Final knockback. Knockback. Then monitoring. Then it takes damage. Enemy controller. I did something wrong. Is that what? Oh god. Oh god. I don't know what happened. Oh god. Um, this needs to be normalized. Is normalized? Yeah. Um, God. Player. Minus body. This is definitely not the right way of doing this, but no way, right? Norm. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah. All right. Does it work? Normalized. I just don't know how to spell. That's really what it is. Um, I mean, it's the opposite. Can I just do negative? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So why when I add this final? Oh, because it's knock. Whatever. I don't know. All right. Okay. Now it's opposite again. Almost past an hour. Oh, because this. Boom. We got some knockback. Some heavy knockback. You can jump. Attack. Attack. Heavy attack. Heavy attack. All right. Well, It's about how far do we go? I mean, I would consider that basic level. Maybe some art. No. That is all I had time for, though. So pretty good so far. I feel like all we need is some art. Maybe throw in a few different enemies and ability. We got a lot to do. Oh god. All right. Well, if you're watching this, then make sure to follow so you can catch up with that. Anyways,